Hello. Oh, here's another great session of Clifton Live from Clifton Market. Everything Clifton in 90 minutes. And I hope we get a lot of nice interviews today. That's the best part of the show. Today's Thursday, September 13th. And basically, we had the fathers group meet last night in Arlen's at 9 o'clock. And the mothers met on Tuesday. But I didn't make it to the fathers group. I hope it turned out nice. A few guys showed up. As far as getting right to the things that are happening today, the Esquire, we'll be talking about movies at the Esquire. And well, on Friday and Saturday, there's wine and beer tastings at Ludlow Wines. You get a flight of 4 glasses for $10 with a complimentary cheese plate. That's just in from Mike Augusto from Ludlow Beer and Wine. This Friday and Saturday from 9:30 to 1:30, Farmer John will be having his vegetables and fruit stand right outside Ludlow Wines his last 2 days for the season. So sending good vibrations for Farmer John. Had a great season. And looking forward to next year. He used to run the vegetables here when it was IGA a long time ago. So Farmer John, this Friday and Saturday from 9:30 to 1:30 in front of Ludlow Wines. This Friday here at the market will be a beer tasting from Sibling Rivalry Brewery. It'll be from 5 to 7 on Friday. This Friday, 5 to 7. I'm going to have to try and broadcast live then. On Monday, the Clifton Business and Professional Association is meeting at 3 o'clock in the basement of U.S. Bank, the lower level. And the agenda is UC Student Marketing and Public Relations Group, CBDNU update. I'll be interested in finding out what that's about. I'll be reading the minutes as soon as they come in. A request for funding, inflatables for CliftonFest and holidays on Ludlow. Hey, you want to be interviewed? I'm live on YouTube.
Interviewed about what?
Oh, everything Clifton. We want to know what's on your grocery list.
Well, I don't live in Clifton.
Well, you can just talk about what you're on your grocery list.
Oh,
Okay, all righty. Request for funding, inflatables for CliftonFest and holidays on Ludlow. Then there's the treasury report and miscellaneous. So that's Friday. Later, we're going to try and see if we can dig up the minutes of the CTM meeting. I'd like to be able to read those. The final deadline for the golden ticket is September 29th. You can go to the Clifton Cultural Arts Center.org and get all the details about that. The community show opens this Friday from 6 to 8 at the Avondale Business Center, and we'll be talking about that later when I get to go to the web. Every third Thursday is the Cans PTO meeting at the Rawson Farmhouse. The next meeting is September 20th. Let's go straight to the flyers. Every day I like to read the flyers from Ace Hardware and CVS and point out some fun things. So we'll just go straight to the CVS flyer. They're still having the 8-piece beauty bag when you spend $30 on participating products. I have a lot of vitamins on sale in this issue. Some back to school specials. Stationery. Bic whiteout pens. 5-star notebooks or binders. Spend $20, get $5 in extra bucks. Batteries with card, $7.99, 8-pack. Any Hewlett-Packard ink cartridges, buy one, get $4 extra bucks cash. And Hewlett-Packard everyday copy and print paper, 400 to 750 sheets, buy one, get one free. Well, that's a great bargain there. There's a L'Oreal Superior Preference hair coloring, $5 on 2. Lots of numerous shavers. Gillette disposable razors, excludes Daisy 5. Trimmers, battery powered trimmers. Buy one, get $5 extra bucks. There's numerous antacid products. Buy one, get 50% off with card. Or buy one, get one 50% off with card. Some allergy medicine, Allegra, allergy relief, health, Citrazine, 25 to 30 count, $14.99. Nasal spray. Nature Made vitamins, buy one, get one free. Adult gummies from Nature Made. Airborne Original, help support your immune system. Buy one, get 50% off with card. Lots of Sundown Natural vitamins, calcium, fish oil, turmeric, vitamin D3, melatonin gummies. Buy one, get one free with card. All Sundown Naturals. And also Sundown Natural Disney gummies, or Ester C. Also up your vitamin game with buy one, get 50% off with card. One a day, Citracel, Philips Colon Health, True Biotics, or Flintstones. And the last page of the CVS flyer, we've got Tide for $11.94, and $2 will be sent to your card. So that's the flyer from CVS. Let's go to the Ace Hardware flyer. On the front page, they have your choice, $10, turf builder, potting mix, home defense, and Roundup. Your choice, $4.99 each, 8-pack of high energy suet or 10-pound Ace black oil sunflower seeds. Mix or match Ace insect killer, $3.99 each, and buy two, get one free, Filtrate micro allergen furnace air filters. That's a good buy. And also for the winterizer in your family, 2 for $7, a gallon of RV antifreeze. We've got Jet Black, 7-year driveway filler and sealer, 4 3/4 gallon for $22.99. Kills It 2 latex paint, $14.99 a gallon. We got a 8-foot Type 2 fiberglass stepladder for $69.99. We got a pop-up 10x10 instant canopy for $59.99. A Remington, a 2-in-1 electric chainsaw and pole saw, $69.99. Extends over 9 feet, can reach up as high as 15 feet. On the back page is the a 6-foot polypropylene table for $29.99. A folding chair, white polypropylene seat and back for $11.99. And my favorite is the snowblower, You can buy either the 21-inch electric start single stage snow thrower for $429.99 or the 24-inch self-propelled dual stage snow thrower with electric start for $679.99. And as usual, they have your canning goods, 12 pint jars for $9.99, 12 quart jars for $10.99, and the lids are $1.99 for 12. So that's the flyer from Ace Hardware. And I'm going on to the Bear Cash coupon, bearcash.com. The first page on the upper left is Clifton Market has 10% off for students with valid ID. Got the coupon in, and you can get 10% off your grocery order. Are you a UC student?
Yes, sir.
Oh, they got a 10% off in the Bear Cash for you with a valid student ID here at Clifton Market. Yeah, at Clifton Market, get 10% off your grocery order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you got a valid ID.
I do.
Okay, well there you go.
Well, thank you.
We're live on YouTube. You want to say anything? I broadcast here every day for 90 minutes. And
For next time, I'm just really far apart.
no, that's fine. That's fine. If you see me talking to myself, come over and say hello. Well, that's great. I was able to give one of those away to a student. We'll just go through the Bear Cash quickly and see if there's something else on the street from in the Bear Cash booklet. It's in color now. Looks great. Tom Rizzo puts this together. You can see all the blue kiosks around the town. Dewey's has coupons. Anbar India has some coupons for dinner and lunch. And Esquire Theater always has some nice coupons. The Corinthian restaurant has some coupons. And I think the Corinthian is actually on the border. It's in Corryville, not in Clifton, but I think Hosea runs up, and that's the border. So that's all the coupons from Bear Cash that are Clifton businesses. Let's go straight to the music lineup in CityBeat, see who's playing on Thursday, if there's anybody here in the region. Northside Yacht Club, They Exploited with Total Chaos, Restraint, Raging Nathans, and Head Collector. 7 p.m. It's punk. $20 at $25 on the day of show. So that's at the Northside Yacht Club. Hello. That's all we have. And also at the Urban Artifact, Pete Wallace's Assurances sessions with Anna Applegate and White Flag at 8 p.m. So that's what's the music lineup in Northside. We don't have anybody playing at the Ludlow Garage. I'll be mentioning the music on the plaza in just a few minutes. There's Clifton Town Meeting had their meeting on Monday, and Apple Street Market is having some a get-together on September 22nd. So we'll be interested in getting that. Let's go right to the online, see if we can find something. Let's go right to the Clifton. We'd like to go right to Clifton Market's flyer online. You can go to cliftonmarket.com and sign up for the flyer. It comes in the mail. It just arrived in my mailbox today. And these are the weekly ad specials from Clifton Market from Wednesday, September 12th to Tuesday, September 18th. We have USDA Choice 80% lean ground beef. My wife just made me a wonderful meatloaf for lunch today using that. And pork shoulder roast, $1.99 a pound, save 50 cents. New crop of California Cantaloupe, 2 for $3. Organic fresh red or white seedless grapes, $1.99 a pound. Maxwell House coffee, 24 to 30 ounce, save $2.50, $6.99. So it's $6.99 for the big plastic container of Maxwell House coffee. It's a great buy. We have Hunt's Manwich Original, 5 for $5. Bounty Essential Paper Towels, 6 big rolls for $4.99. Florida Natural grapefruit or orange juice, for 59 ounce, save $1.19, 2 for $5. We got on the second page, we got Southern grown sweet potatoes. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to come over here and sit and talk about it?
No.
Okay, well,
I'm not going to go on here.
No,
I
I-
already did it once, but,
yeah, that was very nice.
Next year, we really, it's because, like strawberries, it has strawberries in here.
Yes? Yeah, they're on sale.
What?
The strawberries are on sale, I believe.
There's none in the store.
Oh, well, they sold out, I guess, then. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I guess it was such a good bargain, they couldn't keep them in stock. That was a gentleman who I interviewed last week, and he couldn't get any strawberries because they're all gone. I guess that's because they were on sale. So going back to the flyer, we got Southern grown sweet potatoes at 59 cents a pound. Red ripe fresh from the field round red tomatoes, $1.49 a pound. Midwest grown green bell peppers or cucumbers for 59 cents each. California grown organic celery hearts, 2-pack for 2 for $5. Organic acorn, butternut, or spaghetti squash, $1.49 a pound. And fresh organic California strawberries, 16-ounce package, $2.99, but I was just told they were sold out. Maybe they'll get some in tomorrow. From Emma's Deli and Bakery, we have a triple chocolate layer cake, save $1 at $8.99. Clifton Market yellow or chocolate cupcakes, save $1 at $3.59. Boar's Head oven gold roast turkey breast, save $1 at $8.99 a pound. Boar's Head yellow or white Vermont cheddar at $4.49 a pound. The catch of the day, Gulf Coast shrimp, save $1 at $10.99 a pound. Fresh Atlantic salmon, farm raised, save $1 at $11.99 a pound. Tuna poke made fresh daily, save $1, $9.99 a pound. Whole shrimp rings, ball and serve, 10-ounce package, save $1.20 at $4.99 a pound. $4.99 each. Sorry. In the fresh cut meat section, USDA choice chuck roast, save $1 at $3.99 a pound. Center cut bone-in pork chops, save $1, $1.99 a pound. Clifton Market marinated chicken breasts, save $1 at $4.99 a pound. Butterball turkey bacon, save 90 cents at 99 cents each. Smithfield smoked sausage, save $1 at $2.99 each. Armour meatballs, original or Italian style, save $1.50, $3.49 each. And this is my favorite section, beer and wine from Jimmy. Tulsa Citra dry hop sour pale ale, 1 pint for $6.49. Taft Oktoberfest German-style lager, 6-pack for $9.99. And the red Cabernet Sauvignon selection is Spoken Barrel, $17.99 each. And save $10 on the Pinot Project 2017 Pinot Grigio at $12.99. Those are the specials from Clifton Market. Let's go back and see. Let's go to the GoFundMe page, and the GoFundMe is stuck at $41.50. Trying to get a little uptick on that. You get a few perks when you donate money, and the maximum. I mean, the perks start with a small amount of donations, and if you donate $125, you get all the perks: a free pizza, $5 off $25 order, $10 off a grocery order, and with a $125 donation, you get a Clifton Market coffee mug and free coffee for a year. So those are now the goal of the GoFundMe page is $300,000. Now, what is that $300,000 for? Well, it's the operating capital that we never gave the store when it opened. Keith and the staff and the lenders and the distributors have been running on a razor-thin edge, trying to keep the store alive while we rally the community to embrace the store and try to make the store profitable. We need to raise our sales up to $160,000 a week. In order to do that, we need to get about a third more people in the store at any given time, so that we have a big challenge. When we opened the store, the community didn't really embrace it. We still have 700 shareholders that do not shop here. It was a large conundrum, and so now we're trying to put a full court press on the community to have them support the store, bring our sales up to $160,000, and then raise the final $300,000 in our operating capital, so that we can have a grocery store in perpetuity for our grandchildren and our children's grandchildren. So that said, we're just going to go back to the tabs and see what else is going on. Let's check out the Ludlow garage and see if there's something lined up for this tonight. I mean, Friday and Saturday. Up to this yesterday, there was nobody booked, so there still isn't nothing going on at the Ludlow garage this weekend, except the excellent food and the coming events at the Clifton Cultural Arts Center. We have opening Friday is the UpTown and Around Community Art Show. It's going to be at the Avondale Business Center. It's on Reading Road. It's at 3635 Reading Road. Basically, if you go down Wolper and cross over to Forest, and when you get to Reading Road, take a left, and the business center is about down the street. Hello, hello. That's our wonderful person from 80 Acres. So that's what's going on Friday. The UpTown and Around Community Art Show from the CCAC. Let's check out upside. I guess I didn't want to do that. Let's see if we can stick with that. We'll go to tabs. Let's go to social media. Check out Reddit. See what we can. Anything going on Reddit with the Clifton Market. Nothing seems to have changed. Let's change the search string to our Cincinnati. Should really set this up for an app, but we're going to try and do it here. Cincinnati. Go. It's the front page of the internet. Okay. Hey, I got engaged. Thanks, our Cincinnati. Merry Christmas. Well, that's doesn't seem like there's much going on on Reddit considering Cincinnati. So we'll just move on to something else. Let's go to what's happening at the plaza. Friday and Saturday, they always have music on the plaza, and you can order food from Lydia's on Ludlow. And Lydia also sets up draft beer. You can buy cider by the can from Rheingeist. They have Rheingeist on draft. And I think you can buy wine by the glass. So this Friday is September 14th. Is Bird Law at the Clifton Plaza. Bird Law is jazz, I think. Pretty sure it's jazz. Now I see I made a mistake yesterday. I said that it was Jazzopolis. Actually, it's Bird Law at the Clifton Plaza on Friday, the 14th. And on Saturday, the 15th, is Full Moon Ranch, and they are a bluegrass band. So that's the lineup at the plaza this weekend. So let's see what else we have here. Clifton Community Fund. That's right, Northern Grill. Let's go see if Jeff has put something on the blog of Gaslight Properties. Jeff Wilson writes the blog, and we haven't seen anything. We're waiting for him to come up with. Let's go see what the sports are at UC. Thursday the 13th, we have still booting up here. We have women's soccer versus Lipscomb at Cincinnati at 7 p.m. That's tonight. Women's soccer. On Friday, we have basketball at St. Ursula Academy at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. On Saturday, UC plays on Saturday. UC plays Alabama A&M here at 7 p.m. That's going to be great. Can't wait to see that. Let's see what's playing on Sunday. Women's soccer is versus LSU. And that's at Cincinnati at 1 p.m. on Sunday. There's going to be men's golf at Louisville Cardinal Challenge in Louisville, Kentucky on Sunday. It's all day. So that's the lineup from UC Sports. Let's see what's playing at the College Conservatory of Music. We'll go right to the performances. Today is on the 14th. CCM Orchestra Series Bernstein and Friends at 8 p.m. On Sunday the 16th, CCM Musical Theater Series 50th Anniversary Birthday Cabaret. That's coming up at CCM. Now, I'm hoping that I can go to the... let's just go straight to the lineup at the Esquire. I think I'll be able to pull that off. They just changed the headline at the Esquire and added a couple of movies. The new movies are The Miseducation of Cameron Post and The King, along with Juliet Naked, Three Identical Strangers, 8th Grade, and Black Klansman. And remember to always go on the Esquire website and sign up for their newsletter. Let's go back to the internet. We'll go actually to the Esquire site, and on Friday there's going to be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's going to be shown at, let's just click on it and get the exact time. It's a podcast with Brad and Justin, the Cinema Guys, and Cinemaiden. So let's see if we can come up with, let's see, it's at 10 p.m. on Friday is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Join us for a very special evening with the Cinema Guys podcast. Brad, Justin, and the Cinemaiden will be on site to introduce the film and for a Q&A section after the film. So, and also remember that you get free popcorn by joining our email club. I signed up already. I wonder where my email, I wonder where my free popcorn comes into play. So let's go on. Women in 21st Century Latin American Film Series is going on at the Esquire, sponsored by UC's Center for Film and Media Studies and the Department of Romance, Languages, and Literature. September 16th, Sunday at 5 p.m. is Of Love and Other Demons. It's being shown. So we look, I hope you get a chance to take advantage of the UC Film Department being here. And I guess from now on you can always buy a gift card. And the Rocky Horror Picture Show is back. They're every other Saturday. They played last Saturday, so this Saturday no show at the Esquire, but today, Thursday, is Thirsty Thursday at the Esquire. $3 beers all day before 9 p.m. with a valid ID. So upcoming soon, we got, let's see what else we have. Upcoming movies at the Esquire. Prepare yourself for a Blue Velvet. Oh, that's part of the film series from UC. We'll get to that when it comes up. So let's go back to the internet and see if we can see. Let's go to the news record. There's a new queue on the on my list here. What's happening at the News Record of Cincinnati? I read yesterday the story about Lydia's on Ludlow. Cheapest dining on a budget, cheapest options near campus. Don't vote in college, suffer the impact for years is a op-ed piece. Another opinion piece is enough of the outrage. Opinion UC has a duty to unveil its past. National Pet Day. I got 23 pictures of pets. Red's opening day. Breaking news. Let's go to. They want you to subscribe. So I don't see anything that deals with Clifton. So we'll move on. We can. The Clifton Performance Theater is a black box theater across from CBS. Luna, the Improv Cincinnati is performing Luna. Luna is a Wizarding World parody based on the books by the Harry Potter books by J. Rowling. It's at 8 p.m. and it's going to have a run for 4 Friday run. Luna at the Clifton Performance Theater, and it starts at 8 p.m. And don't have the price of the tickets. I wish they would have listed them here, but not not to be. Let's go back to tabs. Let's go to CliftonFest. Let's see. Yesterday I read the lineup of music, but today we're going to go and see about what what is the vendors. Let's go to the artists. If you'd like to be a Clifton Fest chalk artist and join the fund, please email us here for an application. So Mary Sue Markley organized the chalk drawings in the last two Clifton Fest, so hopefully she's still working on that. Last year we had brought in some big name illusionists, and we'll see what's shaping up. Let's go to the vendors on Clifton Fest. It's October 5th and 6th. If you are an artist who creates boutique quality and quantities of fine craft or artwork and can set up a tent and tables to show and sell your work, this is the opportunity for you. It happens on Saturday, October 6th. One day they're going to close the street down. All displayed art must be the artist's own original creation, though one applicant can represent a group of artists, but must submit representative art images. No commercially manufactured items or items made from molds or kits are allowed. So you can download the application, and there's lots of volunteer opportunities. We're going to go to the volunteers, and you can basically send an email to and get on the volunteer list. They do a great job, but it's always run on a handful of volunteers, and that's a lot like the like here in Clifton Market. It's running on a razor thin edge, and I think a lot of people thought that the market would be embraced by the community when it's open, but it wasn't so. Turns out that it takes time for the any community opening a new store to change their buying habits, and we're certainly up against that right now. And one of the biggest problems was we didn't give the store the operating capital it needed in the beginning. Hey, Kip, I'm live. Come over and say hello. Okay, that's Kip Eagen. He works on things with the Clifton Community Fund. It's a beautification of Clifton. Recently, they added another painted utility box. You go drive around Clifton, you'll see painted utility boxes, and Kip was a big part of getting that started up. So we'll get him on for interview soon, I hope. So we're going to go straight to Clifton NextDoor. Oh my gosh, there's a small kitty. It's in trouble. Uh-oh. Somebody has a blender. Boy, that's a hot commodity. I would have jumped right on that, except I have one upstairs. Things are pretty slow on Clifton NextDoor. They always ask me to sign in. I just think I'm a troller of some sort. I guess lots of free garden stones. A 2T boys clothes available. Another lost cat. Keith Brock is post on NextDoor. Make your own peanut butter for National Peanut Day at Clifton Market. Peanut butter lovers celebrate. National Peanut Lovers Today. Come in and make your own peanut butter in our bulk foods department. On sale today for $2.49 a pound. Boy, that's incredible. I can't believe it. $2.50 is my buy price for a jar of peanut butter, and $2.49, that's a great buy. Make regular peanut butter or honey roasted peanut butter. Both are fresh and delicious. We're happy to make it for you if you need help. So that's today. Thank you. We're going to thank it. It's 4 hours ago. Clifton Cultural Arts Center mentions the community uptown and around community art show this Friday. We've already talked about that. It's from 6 to 8 at the Avondale Business Center. All right, Keith also has posted about the flyer. We're going to thank him, and we've been well, Brian Kane is having trouble mowing his lawns because of all the rain. I can't. Oh, right, here we are. Wednesday, September 12th, my live broadcast. So that's usually an indication that we can move on to another social media platform. I don't know if I posted it on Clifton NextDoor yesterday after I did the timeline. We're going straight to Twitter on FC Cincinnati. Let's go to the top of the feed. CliftonFest, looking for a great fall run. Join us with for the Tri Health CliftonFest 5K. It's October 6th at 9 a.m. Something from Clifton Market posted about the peanut butter. You can follow the Cincinnati Bearcat baseball. We like to follow everything you see. Sooner or later, I'll be able to unfriend numerous other content so I can have complete, total feed of everything Clifton. So when you tune in, you get everything Clifton. So let's see what other social media. We went to Twitter. Let's go to Instagram. Oh, hey, Dave. Right on the top of Instagram is a National Peanut Day. Come on in and get that peanut butter for $1.49 a pound, I believe. It's $2.49 a pound. I'm sorry, $2.49 a pound. So I wonder what a normal jar is. Probably a little bit bigger than a normal jar. Okay, and also on Instagram, this week's savings. Rob Currens. Let's see. That's about all we have. From Instagram, I think that probably puts us at the end of our. Let's go to Facebook and see what's going on. Let's search for Clifton Market and see if there's anything. So once again, we got the post from Clifton Market, the flyer and peanut butter, my videos. We don't seem to have anything else going on about Clifton. Let's just put it in Clifton and see if we get. Clifton, Cincinnati, I guess that'll keep it. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Good, good. Yeah, I'm trying to get you some volunteers for CliftonFest.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You want to stop over and say hello?
Everybody's waiting for me at home.
Okay, no, it's fine. Another time. That's Buddy Goose.
Always here when I'm around.
He's the main head guy on CliftonFest. You can't thank him enough for it. Well, I don't see anything that strikes out. Here let's see. We got Clifton Cincinnati is started by Kathy Pachenko. It's Cincinnati, Clifton Cincinnati, all good news. Let's see what comes up. Well, Mike Anagosto of Ludlow Beer and Wine talks about Farmer John's last sale of the year. It's this Friday and Saturday from 9:30 to 1:30 or until sold out. Farmer John used to take care of the produce when this market was IGA Keller's. So there's a post from me, something about the doggy dip, and that's about all we have from social media. Now let's go and see if we can find, let's go to CliftonCommunity.org, and we're going to try and drum up the minutes for the last CTM meeting. Well, we're about halfway through the show. And we can keep your fingers crossed. Okay, we go to CliftonCommunity.org. We go to menu. And then we go to Clifton Town Meeting. Clifton Town Meeting. Click here to send CTM feedback. Sponsors, you can sign up, feedback, but they don't seem to have any. Oh, wait a minute, maybe this is it. This is just what I'm looking. Okay. Clifton Town Meeting minutes. The last minutes were posted in May of this year. So we'll wait for that to load. Let's load it. Let's view it in a PDF. I'll give you a good lowdown of what's happening at CTM meetings. They usually start with the police report. This is from May 7th of 2018. It says the police report is that we've had a 67% reduction over the year on major crime. Property crime down 40% over prior year. Burglary is up 192% over the prior year, meaning that's 2 events versus 7 in April of 2018. Officer Hageman introduced Captain Doug Weissman, who has taken over as commander of District 5. Captain Weissman has just completed 28 years of service. He has wide experience in the CPD working in homicide, vice, SWAT, crime investigations, and other districts, bike patrol, and more. So neighborhood liaison officer Hageman can be reached at 513-569-8527. That's our neighborhood liaison officer Hageman, 513-569-8527. Or you can reach him at nicholas.hageman@cincinnati-ohio.gov. No fire report. Captain Ron Wilson will take over as leader of Engine Company 34. He can be reached at with the number. You don't like that? Howdy. They made those samples out there. They've been selling them like hotcakes, but I guess he doesn't like them.
I guess you won't be buying it.
These are Harvest Snaps assorted flavors. They recently put a little stand over here, and they have samples here, so they're very exciting for some people, but not for that young man. The library report. It's great to see they have someone giving a report. It says Clifton branch manager Lisa Hambrick reported their May program is to make a gift for Mother's Day. Tom Reese of the Rec Center reported that he's working on arranging blinds for the meeting room to block sun during evening meetings. Summer camp is full. There's a great story about summer camp in the Clifton Chronicle. The Clifton Business and Professional Association, Pat Borders, reported that the summer music series begins in 2 weeks, and that's I'm sure he meant the summer music series on Clifton, the Clifton Cultural Arts Center on the Green, except now it's going to be in Burnett Woods. CCAC Executive Director Leslie Mooney reported that the final exhibit opening was on May 4th. Moving forward, it was a special and impactful show curated by Sean Mullaney. Wednesdays on the Woods in Burnett Woods at the bandstand will happen each Wednesday. So that was last summer, and I'm sure that they'll be back next summer. But Leslie goes on to say, CCAC is departing the current building on August 31st, and they will be using temporary spaces in Clifton while they continue to work on the plan for the permanent location. They will be seeking volunteers to help them with packing and moving activities. So they've created a website called ccacnext.org for everyone to follow the transition and learn the updates. So we want to go online and see what's going on there. CCAC and the Cincinnati Public Schools have settled their negotiations, and the CCAC will receive $1.45 million. Mooney thanked everyone for their support and efforts during the negotiations, and she said it was good to close this chapter and move forward. So let's go see if we can get that website queued up. Copy that. Now I'm going to go to a browser and go to a blank page. Hopefully I'll be able to pull this up quickly. I know that that's a hot topic. These days. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's see. CCACnext.org. Here it is. We'll go right to the CCACnext.org and see what's in the lineup for the CCAC. They're relocating. It's a community arts and cultural center. This was notice in December. Download the press release. Download guiding principles. Learn more. Relocation fact sheet. On June 28th, there was a community meeting at the Coreyville Rec Center with the Cincinnati Parks Department to gather information about possible place in the park for the CCAC. There's a video, and it asks you to join us, and you can sign up for emails to get. So there's no active front news on that. So we're just going to go back to the CTM Minutes. Clifton Market gave a report in May. I'm reading the minutes from the CTM meeting in May 2018. You can go online, go to cliftoncommunity.org, go to menu, go to Clifton Town Meeting, and on the left lists the minutes of many Clifton Town meetings. So Keith Brock initiated the buy $500 in gift card, buy a $500 gift card and get $525, and that's been a big success for raising cash. The cashiers make two cards. One is for $250 and the other one is for $275. So that's been a great thing that anybody can do for Clifton Market. There were Tri Health Community Contact. President Christine Seltzer introduced Teresa Burke, working for Tri Health for 15 years. She works in engineering and maintenance department, and they were trying to resolve issues about the noise coming from the generators. There's a Clifton pop-up puppy party called PUPP. Representatives of this new neighborhood organization provided some background on their formation. They will continue to have events on the fourth Monday of every month at Clifton Plaza. So that's great. I'm gonna copy that, and I'm going to put it in my schedule, because this is just the kind of thing that I need to keep in my queue. So it's the fourth Monday. So we'll just scroll down here. We'll stick it in here. So that's the Clifton pop-up puppy party. It takes place on the fourth Monday of every month on Clifton Plaza. So that's why that A-frame was there. I don't have a puppy, so I wasn't really in tune to that, but I'm glad we cleared up that. Urban Overlay District Review Ad Hoc Committee. Trustee Joyce Rich advised that this new committee has been studying and discussing the urban overlay district requirements of the building code. The group is at the stage of learning at this time. Housing and Zoning Committee. Chairperson Christine Seltzer introduced a zoning variance request from Bethel Church for a playground and fence. If you might remember, Bethel used to have their services in the auditorium of the old Clifton Cultural Arts Center, and they moved across the street, and now they're seeking a variance for a playground and fence. Treasurer's report from Buddy Goose. We just said hey to Buddy Goose. He's also not only has worked tirelessly on CliftonFest, but he also is a trustee and a treasurer at Clifton Town Meeting. He talks about liability insurance. Shared the details of newly proposed liability insurance through the Invest in Neighborhood aggregation program. This will save money for CTM, 50% lower costs. Wow, that's great. Thank you, buddy. Clifton loan update on the balance sheet was to $7,800 instead of $8,000. Talks about the CDs. Education Committee. Chairperson Vince Metzger introduce Josh Miller of the Clifton Area Neighborhood School, CANS Advisory Group. Josh has been leading the Playscape visioning effort. Hi, gentlemen. I'm broadcasting live on YouTube. You want to say something?
No, I'm trying to get
Going back to the Clifton Town Meeting minutes from May of this year. I'm talking about the Education Committee, the CANS, the new school and the Clifton School. Josh made a presentation on the background and research on nature play of children. They're working with DAP and early childhood education, graduate and undergraduate studies students, and they're going to report on a public meeting at the CCAC on April 14th. There was a house tour update. The house tour was in May, so this was pretty much the get down to the final parts of the house tour. You can also go on CliftonCommunity.org and go to menu, go to news, and you can scroll down and see the whole house tour brochure online. It's really a wonderful document. They made some mention about the street naming contest. There's a new street in Clifton. It goes from Central Parkway to Martin Luther King, and it circles White Castle. And the city has given us an opportunity to name the new short winding street. So you go on CliftonCommunity.org, you go to menu, then news, and you scroll down. I think it might be past the house tour. There's a form to fill out to give your name for your street. Malcolm Montgomery mentioned the bylaws. They're revising the bylaws to make them more timely and streamlined. Hey, Eric. Memorial Day Parade. They gave trustee updates. Rama Kosturi mentioned that George Michael will be offering a nature walk in the woods before the Wednesday in the Woods event on a once per month basis. Clifton Market will have a picnic option available for purchase. Seltzer. Seltzer these are trustees who give reports at the end of the meeting. Christine Seltzer said that 50 people showed up at the Howell Avenue Development Conceptual Plan meeting to provide ongoing feedback to this project. So that's interesting. I'd like to see if we could get the results of that. Patrick Borders mentioned that has volunteered to lead and organize a candidates night on Tuesday, October 16th. We'll have more about that later. In the public Q&A, we have Solarize Cincinnati event June 2nd at United Methodist Church. This is a free assessment for solar. Gillian Oakenfull, Clifton co-captain of Cincinnati Neighborhood Games, announced that Clifton-based qualifier rounds will be on June 20th and 23rd. Clifton went on to win the community games. State Representative Bridget Kelly reminded all that Election Day is tomorrow and that there are many important issues at stake. So this was the May primaries. And they adjourned at about 9:07. So they meet from 7 to 9. And that's important updates from the Bylaws Committee. And that's all from the minutes of the Clifton Community Arts Center, CliftonCommunity.org. Let's see if we can. Well, that was a PDF I closed. Okay, so we're finished with the regular news, and I'll go on and read the Clifton Chronicle. If we haven't touched base with everything with that great resource online, to go to cliftoncommunity.org and go to menu, go to Clifton Town Meeting, and actually glance through the minutes for a meeting. You don't have to sit through the meeting, but you get a lot. You can go right to what you want to read about. So Rama, in this latest print edition of the Clifton Chronicle, wrote a wonderful story about Burnett Woods. United Methodist, Clifton United Methodist is celebrating the first lesbian bishop. There's a Jewish photography exhibit at the Skirball Museum on the Hebrew Union College. It's titled Jewish Cincinnati, A Photographic History by J. Miles Wolfe. Clifton Market received an award from Clifton UpTown Consortium. There's a new group, Preserve Burnett Woods, that's organizing walks at Burnett Woods. I think besides the nature walks that Michael George has organized at the Trailside Nature Center that took place before the music events, the music on the Wednesdays on the green. They also at 8 o'clock at the Trailside Nature Center on Sunday at 8 a.m. there's a walk through the woods by a guide. So this has been organized by Preserve Burnett Woods every Sunday at 8 p.m. in September outside the Trailside Nature Center. And there's an opinion piece, Burnett Woods, Ideal Home for CCAC, written by Mitchell D. Livingston and Leslie Mooney. It's in the print edition of the Clifton Chronicle. There's the Cincinnati Parks Department is still trying to decide whether to go ahead with that project. Hello, hello. And on the last page of the Chronicle, we have the two young reporters have put together an interview for every quarterly issue. Ava Jane Meyer and Lucy Whedon interview someone in every issue, and this time they interviewed Jimmy McLaughlin of FC. That was on the back page of the printed edition of the Clifton Chronicle. On the front page, Elisa June, owner and grower of Wildwood Flora, who supplies our flowers that are in the foyer of the market. She was shown putting flowers in the window boxes above the windows on Ludlow. Thank you, Elisa, for that. And thank you, Maureen and Gallagher and Steve and Ben Knight for helping restore them. So I guess we're gonna have to go to the old issues of the Clifton Chronicle. On the back, in the online edition, you can go to cliftoncommunity.org and go to menu, and then go to Clifton Chronicle. You can see a lot of issues in the past, and always in the back of the print of the online edition is a listing of various who runs what. So Clifton Plaza Management, if you want to know, they're listed there. I think Lydia Zeck does the bookings on the music on the plaza. Talks about how to volunteer for CliftonFest. You go to CliftonFest. No, we don't have that thing. It mentions UpTown Consortium, the board of directors for the Clifton Cultural Arts Center. how to get a notice from the Clifton Moms group. You send an email to cliftonmoms@gmail.com. It has to be. Hey, you guys got a second? Come over and interview. Push your balloons. I'm live on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, great. Recently, if you come into the market, there's a little stand over here for balloons. Rama Kasturi's son and daughter have they take orders of balloons, and they come in with a couple of bags. So I'm sure that's going to somewhere soon, and we'll learn all about how to sign up for getting some balloons. Until they're ready to come over, we're just going to talk more about the back part of the online Clifton Chronicle. We'll list all the groups and how to contact the Mothers Group and the Clifton Community Fund, who was the benefit of the Clifton Town Meeting golf outing. They raised about $10,000 that will be given to the Clifton Community Fund. One of the major projects that is the painting of the utility boxes in Clifton. If you see the paintings on the box, they deter graffiti. Graffiti artists don't tag other art, so they decided to make a. Okay, great. We just come over here and sit down here. I forgot your first name.
Krishna.
Oh, Krishna, of course.
Yeah.
Well, Krishna. Yeah, we'll put the mic here so that you can talk. And, tell us
Awesome.
all about the balloon project.
Yeah, so about a year ago, I started my own balloon delivery service called USA Balloonatics. So we serve the entire tri-state area, and first year was good, and now in the second year, we're looking to expand our business even more. We supply all the in-store balloons that you see in the Clifton Market, and we even have a stand over next to the ATM as you walk in that has flyers and other information that you can use to go to our website, which is www.usaballoonatics.com. That's USABALLOONATICS. So you can place an order with us whenever, and we can make your event really stand out and make it as best as it can be.
And what do you have here?
Here we have a big orb globe balloon. So these ones are great for any occasion. The kids really like them. So in addition to happy birthday balloons and some congratulations and different assorted seasonal balloons, you can order all types of jumbo letter balloons, so we can spell out any names. We can also spell out the name of your organization. One thing we specialize in is large event decorations. So we can, if you're having some sort of event for your church or school organization, parent meetings, we can make sure that we really spice that up and make it something that people love.
Well, I see you have two big bags here full of balloons. Where are they going?
Yeah, we're going to spread these out around the market so people can grab them and go right up to the register and check them out. And yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And, so how's college going?
It's going well. Yeah, I'm studying international relations and also business analytics. So I think it's a good mix of, some applicable business knowledge and also topical knowledge about the world with international affairs.
Well, I don't know if you introduced yourself, but do so again. And
Oh yeah, my name is Krishna Nelson, and I've lived in Clifton my whole 19 years. So I love the Clifton market, and we're going to continue our partnership, and we hope you guys buy some of our balloons.
well, thank you, Krishna. And,
Yeah, thank you, Tom. I
you really got a
appreciate
great mother too. She really raised a great son.
Oh yeah, thank you
All right,
very
all
much.
right. Over there. Well, that'll make it very festive for the market to have some balloons spread around. Sure they have some prices on them. So thank you, Krishna, for that. That makes it a really super. It's nice to get a an interview during one of the broadcasts. I've seen a lot of people, but they're always busy shopping. We were just going on about, go to the back of the online Clifton Chronicle, where it lists all the groups, like Clifton Business and Professional Association, lists the officers, and on the last page is an aerial of the main part of Clifton, the main drag, and around the perimeter are the phone numbers of all the merchants in Clifton. Now, at this time in the program, we always like to read an old Clifton Chronicle, and I got the spring edition of 2006, and on the front of it is the Clifton House Tour, and it talks about the new Clifton School Building transitioning into the Art Center, so it's very poignant. We got Betsy Black with CTM News and Views. You can get many of these issues online at cliftoncommunity.org. Go to menu, go to Clifton Chronicle, and on the left is all the links for the PDFs. I see I have an ad in here. You can always take out an ad. I think the small ad is $50. I was doing the advertising during these issues. See an ad for Clifton Annunciation. We got Helping Hearts, Sparky Speaks, Helping Paws, Dale Doberman of the Rec Center, Eric Davis, Cliff Tones by Stacy Woolley, Healthy Foodie by Palma Mitchell, Chalkboard by Melanie Delgado. We used to have all the schools give in stories for the Chronicle, but it's fallen off. Getting that together. We got Small Time Gardener by Brenda Foltz, Green Theme by Josephine Komolsky, and there's a kids page by Kelly Cunningham. A Get Out of Town, Traveling with Palma Mitchell. Talked about why things leaves excellent New York adventure. There's a story about the Clifton Carriage House by Patrick Borders. The Clifton Soapbox, where we printed a few letters. Marilyn Harris has a story in there about her new Hey Kevin.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Come over and say
No,
hello.
I'm not going live with you.
Next time.
Nice to see you.
Sure, Kevin.
Cheers.
Ludlow Fort, Family and Avenue by Frederick Thomas. This is about Spring Grove, I believe. Well, no, it's a little history about Ludlow, and let's see if we can. Well, I've got a choice between reading the history of Ludlow or a poem, Membranes of Civility by David Little. So I guess I'm going to have to read the poem by David Little. We had Joy Hopp here the other day. She was the editor. She always solicited poems from poets in the neighborhood. So this is Membranes of Civility by David P. Little, September 24th in 1993. Written at the Fulton Cafe in Cleveland, Ohio. We are not without weapons. We are not without release. Unfolded against the membranes of civility, the fragile remainder, the small scintilla of structure still stands. We have ample evidence. We have the facts, both morose and mundane, a patchwork, a tattersall, a hodgepodge of excuses amongst the towering piles of we forgot. We have roadway signs marked detour, bridges to the future, washed out ahead, well-worn side paths to the misery of least resistance. We are not without weapons. We are not deficient. We hold words above our heads as trophies, as threats, while asking to be believed or trusted. We beg to be loved as we are feared. Alone, we fight the snickers of the international dark, made with giggles by the same people grown fat from eating our cake. Those who joy in throwing our thick icing on the floor. Still, while we pretend that cola wars and perfume sales will suffice, that counseling will solve the convoluted riddles, cure our ills, and keep our wounds from further festering. We have not remaining secrets. Our ears can still hear the ringing. Our lunging plunges cannot drown all that we are, nor smother the irony. We remain transfixed with that we have become, but we are not helpless. We are human. We cannot ignore the truth of our responsibility. In an age when the security of knowing eclipses the strain of reason, leaving us destined to forever beg the question, we are not without weapons, we are not without release, unfolding against the membranes. So that's David Little, written September 24th, 1993, at the Fulton Cafe, Cleveland, Ohio. It makes me want to know what was going on in September 24th of 1993. So it looks like we have a few more minutes here left. We've got enough time to read. Hey, you want to be on TV? We're live on YouTube. Send your boys over here. Yeah, come around here. Come around here. Oh, great. Well, we're live on YouTube, so we want to know exactly what you want to, what you want to get from the store. Here. Come down here and sit here. Yeah, you can stand right here. Come over here.
Stand up for one.
Yeah, stand over there. That's good. Introduce yourselves and say what you're gonna get.
Hi, my name is Kaylin, and this is my brother Alex. We're here to get milk and apples.
Good.
That's my brother.
And what's your favorite thing to get?
Whoops.
I'll get this straight sooner or later. Just give me a second. Okay, there you go.
I want to get an orange.
An orange? Well, I thought children always like to get candy and stuff like that. No candy? No. Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna have to work on this microphone. This thing is like I got a clamp. It couldn't fall off in a million years. So let's see, we have a few minutes left. Plenty of time for another interview. Maybe somebody will come by. Let's see. This is Ludlow, Fort, Family, and Avenue by Frederick Thomas. I recently, quite a while ago, I visited Frederick in a nursing home, and I played guitar for him. He was a great patron, and we'll miss him dearly. Most Cliftonites are aware that Ludlow Avenue was named for surveyor Israel Ludlow, whose family settled in and around Cincinnati and is well represented in Spring Grove Cemetery and in local phone books. But there is far more to it than that. Ludlow was first a Saxon fort on the March, or border of Wales. When the Saxons consolidated their hold over England around 900, The Welsh gathered in the west and fortified their borders. The fortress defending Wales was Lyshock, or Prince Fort. Ludlow, or Lion Wharf, was the Saxon fort east of the rivers, later shortened to Ludlow. The Normans conquered the Saxons in 1066, but were stumped by the freedom-loving Welsh. Despite their numbers, the Welsh possessed the ultimate weapon of the day, a longbow so powerful it could fell an armored knight at 200 paces. This weapon and rugged terrain were used by the greatest of Welsh leaders, Lumwa ap Wulffa, to keep at bay the greatest soldier of the time, Edward Plantagenet. This changed one fateful night in December of 1288. Llewellyn, alone and unarmed, was surprised and killed by Norman knights who had managed to ford the icy flooded streams around Ludlow. Edward commanded that his new subjects take family names to facilitate taxation. Place names such as Ludlow were common surnames. Over the course of time, the Ludlows attained high status until 1660, when they were forced to flee England. They had supported Cromwell during the Civil War, but Charles II had now retained the throne. Sir Edmund Ludlow, Israel's ancestor, sat in judgment of and condemned Charles I, and had also been named governor of Ireland by Cromwell. It was time to leave. Most fled to New Jersey, where 140 years later, Israel Ludlow agreed to survey the Sims Purchase, including 1 million acres between the greater and lesser Miami rivers and the Ohio Territory. Israel named Cincinnati after the Revolutionary War veteran Society of Cincinnati, to which his father, Cornelius, belonged. His survey report was accepted by Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton, for whom Ludlow named Hamilton. Dayton was named for the commander of Israel's military escort. Israel Ludlow was noted for his cooperative relations with the Indians, not always the norm in those days. He completed a large part of his surveys without military escort and surveyed the long Indian trace which became Ludlow Avenue. As we walk along Clifton's main commercial thoroughfare, we may consider the events which led the Ludlows to our area. There may be no one who has had a greater impact upon the development of our region than Israel Ludlow. So thank you, Frederick Thomas, for that piece of history. And I think we're coming up near the end of our broadcast. We got a few minutes left. I'm just going to close with a little update on Clifton Market. I started this broadcast about 3 weeks ago at the Clifton Market shareholders meeting, and things were very dire. We've been very surprised that the community has never really embraced the store, and we're looking forward to finding the puzzle of fixing that. I think my personal goal is to have a grassroots, person by person, since we only need locals to shop the store in a 5-mile radius. So we're trying to make people ambassadors of Clifton by making some new pins where they can put their name on the pin, just like the names that are on the pins for the employee IDs. And whenever people ask, to talk the market up in a manner which is supportive of the community and illustrates the tremendous effort that we have here in Cincinnati to open a community-owned grocery store. It's unknown in Cincinnati, and if we can do it, if Clifton can do it, anybody can do it. But the point is to remain that this is not a time to ask the market to do something for you. It's the time for you to do something for the market. So with that said, we're going to say goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow in the morning for another great 90 minutes of Clifton Live here at Clifton Market. Thank you very much. This is Tom Laurie signing out.